It's not really getting too close to the right side over here to the curb as it usually does on version 12. It's kind of centering a little bit more on the middle of the street. Now it's getting a little bit too close to the bank on the left here. This is where I get a little bit uncomfortable, so I'm going to disengage. Slows down. Look at that slow behavior. That on a hurry mode. So it's basically saying I'm going to hurry as much as I can, but taking into account that the adverse weather that we have over here. Okay, so now it has to stop. As I'm saying that, it's starting to slow down. The early braking is real, folks. You can really like feel the early braking. It's completely different when it's bare, like when there's no snow. I like the speed. I don't like that it's driving on the snowbank. It should signal and go off here. Look at the amount of snow behind us we're kicking off. It's crazy. Like Auto Park worked really well for me last time when there was a lot of snow. Oh, it's gonna have to stop here. Okay, so it was stopping, but hello everyone, welcome back to another FSD supervised video. So we are filming right now on version 13.2.2.1 with our first snow here on this FSD version 13 major version. FSD is engaged right now. My screen is just restarting, so that's why it's black. Right off the bat, I'm on hurry mode right now, and the car's driving actually very cautiously. So right off from the beginning of engaging, I really like this. This is a really good sign. We see that FSD is actually accommodating adverse weather conditions. It's snowing quite a bit. We can't see lanes over here, but it's performing very well. So just to go over the settings here, I think it's very important to see this. Our maximum offset speed's 40% plus. It's 50 right now, and we're driving a little bit slower than the speed, which is amazing again. We'll verify this throughout this drive and see how well it performs. Let's see how it does here on the stop. Full disclosure, so I have winter tires on. Should come to a complete stop and it's going ahead. That car is in front of us is waiting for us, so that's very nice of them. Yeah, definitely a totally different behavior than what we have seen previously in other versions. I'm really liking this. Let's see how it does this left turn over here. The other thing I wanted to show was that, not paying attention here to the road. Nice slowdown here. Very nice correcting for this turn. Oh my God, guys. I know this doesn't come across on video, and I've said this so many times before, but it's so cautious in these conditions. It's completely different than version 12. Version 12 actually does not accommodate or take into account anything. This is a yield. It's free on the left. It's kind of early in the morning right now. I just wanted to come out to take the opportunity where we have fully snow-covered streets so that we can see how FSD performs. It's not really getting too close to the right side over here to the curb as it usually does on version 12. It's kind of centering a little bit more on the middle of the street. These are all really good signs. These are really good signs. Really liking this. Okay, we've got a little bit of I've got winter tires on, just full disclosure. I would never do these tests without winter tires on. That's like my minimum requirement. And I normally bump down the speed like a lot just so to accommodate with forcing FSD to slow down. But I didn't even touch anything. We went from like bare streets with no snow in them on hurry mode, and I'm still on hurry mode. You can see it here, and at an offset speed of 40% extra over the speed limit to like straight to snow, and I didn't even touch or change any of my settings. This is really, really promising, guys. Now this is where we can see how it performs also. Like in these streets, it normally gets a little bit too close to the curb. It drives over the snowbanks, so like as it's doing right now. So there's nothing really much changed there. But I like the speed management. It's accommodating to the adverse weather conditions. Here it's going a little bit too on top of the snow. And this is where I should really disengage, but it's going so slow that I'm actually okay with this. All right, so we've got here a situation. This is a 3-lane street. One of the lanes is bare open. I mean, it's bare street because of the way the cars have been driving over it. It's choosing to drive over a snowbank, but it's also doing it cautiously. And I've talked about this on my highway testing on version 12.5.4, where we got the new highway stack. It's kind of like an extension of version 13. We can see the minor adjustments on the steering wheel that happens. It doesn't do very extreme adjustments, even when it doesn't see anything. If you look at the screen right now, the lanes are disappearing, the lines are going all over the place, but the steering wheel's rock solid. It's rock solid, and it like just does minor adjustments to accommodate. Very far away from the left curb here. I'm very comfortable with this. The speed is going up slowly, small incremental ups to the speed. Now it's getting a little bit too close to the bank on the left here. This is where I get a little bit uncomfortable, so I'm going to disengage and push it back a little bit closer to the middle of the road here. Now it's signaling to turn onto these left turning lanes. Let's see how it does that. Oh, yeah. This is where it's going to find a lot of when we're so over getting so close to the curb that it's going to touch the curb. So a few disengagements there. Yeah, this is where the real test is for snow conditions. Not capable to differentiate between the curb and the end of the road, and that's where it still has trouble. But the speed management is really good. The speed management is really good, and the steering wheel adjustments are very, very minor adjustments that it won't really cause any like sliding or drifting effects in these conditions. So if you folks like this video, please hit like and please subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot. Giving me likes increases my visibility of my videos and reaches more people that need to see this. FSD in snow is getting better. It's getting better, but it's not there yet. It's been snowing on and off for the past day and a half. And slowly the snow is accumulating. So I choose to go out in the morning here after New Year's Eve to showcase how FSD is going to behave in these snow-covered roads. Blinking green light here, nice acceleration here. Nice turn. Okay, very good. Now we're coming up to an unprotected left over here. Still getting a little bit too close to that curb. It's just a tad too close. I'm just getting ready to disengage if I need to, but it seems like it's handling this well over here. Slows down. Look at that slow behavior. That on a hurry mode. So it's basically saying I'm going to hurry as much as I can, but taking into account the adverse weather that we have over here and the snow that we have on the roads, I'm still gonna slow down on the turns, buddy. That's just like normal human driving behavior. It's incredible. Previous versions will just like slam just go straight through this and go fast and like full speed. This is what I love about the neural nets, like just taking over completely. 30-kilometer speed zone does not really see these. I'm probably going to have to disengage for these. So we've got someone over here shoveling. It does slow down just a bit. Amazing. Really good. So we've got a left turn over here. Does this very well as well. Getting a little bit too close to the parked car over there. Not too bad. Look at this. Look at the camera in front of you. You can't even see the low road limits. You can't even see if that person on the snowblower or the air leaf blower is actually on the road or not. It's incredible. Really handling this very well. Nice slowdown here for the stern. Awesome. Bit too close to the curb there. You can see the curb is not really picked up properly on the camera, but so far so good. Okay, so now it should start reducing its speed. Oh, actually, we do have a little bit more. Nice. Okay, so it is braking early. Actually, that's incredible. Okay, it comes to a complete stop. We've got the green light. We've got a person turning on the right. That's okay though. We have the right of the way because we are turning right here. Incredible. So yes, there is a lot of behavior improvement in snow conditions. There's still a little bit of instant like times where it's like driving over snowbanks and stuff like that. Let's see how it does over here. So it's accelerating slowly. Excuse me. And it is going over the snowbank here. It thinks this is a lane. But we can't even actually see the lanes. And to be honest, I think this is a lane because you can see the dotted line over there and you can see the cars in front of us, the way they're parked. Okay, so now it has to start. As I'm saying that, it's starting to slow down. The early braking is real, folks. You can really like feel the early braking. It's completely different when it's bare, like when there's no snow. And it's kind of thinking now, okay, so we've got 2 lanes over here. The acceleration curve and the braking curve is really well adjusted to the weather conditions. Okay, so it does now. So we can see the lane marking on the road here just a bit. So it is adjusting itself. And that person next to me also adjusted himself because they didn't even know where the lane was. Okay, so now we are driving over the snowbank here just a bit. We're signaling to go right. Yeah, and this is where we have some issues. As you can see, we're not really behind the car. We signaled to go right, but it didn't actually go right. And now it's actually doing it again. Let's see if it actually goes behind this lead vehicle. Has to kind of inch a little bit more further to the right here. Now it's slowing down. It wants to go off to this exit here. That was a little bit of an uncomfortable situation. And in reality, if I'm driving and not filming, I would have disengaged there. I just wanted to see, I wanted to push it to its limit. So guys, don't complain to me that I'm not disengaging or anything like that, or I'm not saying the truth. The truth is in the video. I don't cut my videos. I just fast forward when it gets really boring because I just don't want to bore you guys. And most of the time these days, like I'm not even fast forwarding. I'm just talking over the empty, the just to break up the video and not fast forward. I'm also talking and narrating because I know everybody wants to understand what's going on and how I'm feeling as a driver or as a passenger in full self driving. So over here in this road, it also gets a little bit too close to the curb here on the left, and we can see it's starting to inch itself closer and closer. It's notorious in doing that actually here. Yeah, and it's adjusting a little bit closer. So once it hits that curb there where it feels the friction, it kind of goes a little bit more to the right to counter that friction. Very early braking. Notice how the speed dropped way before we actually reached the traffic light. Don't need to change your mode, your FSD profile. So if you want to keep it on hurry, keep it on hurry. If you're in a hurry, it's still going to adjust itself to drive to accommodate for the situation. This is what I really like. I don't need to do any more manual adjustments whenever there's snow on the road or anything like that. Incredible. Okay, so it's going to park itself here, so I need to get rid of this waypoint. There we go. And we're going to hit a stretch of highway soon as well, and we'll test out how it does. Needs to cancel out that signal. There we go. It did it by itself. It slowed down here because it was trying to stop for the waypoint, but it's not really a parking lot or anything like that. So just skipping ahead to the next destination. It's a green light here. We're kind of a little bit to the left, close to the curb there, but it's adjusted itself. Again, very minor adjustments. Again, nothing really drastic. It's such a comfortable drive. It's such a comfortable drive. Like even with considering that the environment, considering how much snow there is on the road and how much visibility is kind of like occluded. So folks, if you haven't done yet, please subscribe to my channel if you're a long time watching my video. I do a lot of snow tests. Oh, it's gonna have to stop here. Okay, so it was stopping, but it was a little bit too. It was a little bit too forward there. So that wasn't a really good behavior, and I'm glad I disengaged for that. It was actually stopping, but I had to press the brake and stop it a little bit more earlier because I didn't want to risk that. In those situations where the truck's coming right in front of you and you're kind of your car's turning into it, that's not a good situation here to test out. It's too risky. So here again, a 2-lane road. You don't really see the marking because of the snow. It's doing it very well. Not too close to the curb here, as we've seen, it does that some of the roads. Minor adjustments. excellent driving conditions. Like, it's really like excellent driving behavior. I mean, it's really, really good. So yes, we've seen a few instances where it got close to the curb, and we've seen an instance over there that is not safe, where it kind of went into the intersection, even though it's not our right of way. Um, yeah, a few disengagements, but guys, like, this is like heaps ahead of what it used to be in version 12 or version 11. Version 12 was getting there. You could see the improvements version by version, but version 10 used to be really bad. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I need to get rid of this waypoint again. Sorry, folks. So slow down because I forgot to change my waypoint. Should pick up the speed right now. I'll fast you forward here as we get closer to the highway. All right, folks. So that was a very tricky situation. Even I was confused. I didn't know if that lane was supposed to be going straight or this one. It's just such a whiteout that I got confused, and FSD just last minute gave a signal and went the right way. So it actually knows better than me. So there you go. The other thing I wanted to test was my rear camera. Yeah, as suspected, it's completely covered. I did wipe it clean before I leave. So that's one more thing that yeah, the lens cover doesn't really help. I've got the lens cover, the new one that Tesla adopted for the latest vehicles. Nice slowdown here for this kind of clover leaf looking ramp. And it's doing this so well, guys. Like, it's completely white here. I would have thought that it would be close to the curb or anything, but it's picking the route, or the kind of the road that was made by other cars. It actually is detecting these things. It's incredible. FSD on the snow is really getting there, guys. It's scary good. Okay, so now we have a situation where it's kind of going in off that path over there. That's not good. So I'm going to actually disengage here and just like let it FSD going off the path. Yeah, and it's a little bit slow right now, so this is not really merging speed. And again, it's getting close to the right. FSD veering off the path. And now it's going straight. Awesome. Okay. Don't veer off. It's starting to do that again. But I think we should be good. Here we go. And it's now correcting itself and going back on the road. It's really difficult, guys. Look at the screen because it can't really see anything. So it's kind of a little bit suspicious of where we're driving. All right, so it should signal here. And yeah. I like the speed. I don't like that it's driving on the snowbank. It should signal and go off here. Look at the amount of snow behind us we're kicking off. It's crazy. It's almost like the same thing as that truck is doing. It's kind of have to stick to this lane though, because we are going off on this exit here. So it's doing it well. Excellent. And now it has to correct itself and go. But yeah, guys, like throughout that experience, did you see the steering wheel jerk or anything? No, it's just rock solid, smooth adjustments, minor adjustments, and that's what you need in these conditions. Amazing. It's really, really good, guys. Let's see how it's gonna do this. I'm just baffled. Like, this whole experience is completely different than what I'm used to. And it's following the path. Even though it's seeing something else and you can see it in the visual, it's following the path that the cars have created before. So it doesn't veer off into the snowbanks. Excellent. Oh, now we're getting a little bit too close there. Is it gonna? Yeah, it's correcting itself. Just a bit, maybe just a little bit more training, and it's gonna be there, man. Like, it's insane. Excellent, excellent work to the Tesla AI team. This is insane. This is as good, like, honestly, and other than just a few disengagements that I've done, maybe it was like 3 or 4, the ones getting too close to the curb, and the one at the intersection. Like, this is exactly how I drive in these conditions, like as a human by myself. Incredible. Folks, let me know in the description, in the comments down below, what do you think about this drive overall? Like, we've seen just a few disengagements. Nothing really was scary. The steering wheel is so rock solid. Even on the highway, minor adjustments, full of confidence. What do you guys think? Do you guys like agree with me, or like am I like, I don't know. I've been testing FSD for 3 years, and this is just mind-blowing for me. I continue to get so impressed with every major version that is out. Let me know in the comments down below and I'll respond. Um, so yeah, Tesla's ending its extra bonus for I think it was like $2,000 for a referral off your Tesla, but they still have the referral program going on, and you get $1,000 off. So if you use my referral code to buy a new Tesla, make sure you use mine, and please to support me. And yeah, you'll still get $1,000 off if you're in the States. I think it's 1,500 or something like that in Canada. Okay, so now it's a little bit too slow. Okay, okay, because it's the destination. All right, so we arrived here at this parking lot. I'm just gonna do a few tests um, with the auto park and see if there's any differences, and then we'll probably head out. So over here, these are diagonal parking on the right, and it doesn't really detect them. So, and it does say park assist is degraded. So it's probably saying to itself like it can see a few of these, but it doesn't. It's not confident enough to do the turn on the auto park for me. Okay, let's get in over here. This is where the heavy snow exists. So you can see it's almost like up to the curb here. Does it see any spots? So when I came here last time, there was more snow than this, but there were other cars, so it was able to gauge itself and park next to them. But here it's not even giving me the option. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult for FSD to, or not FSD, for auto park to turn on here in these conditions. And let's get in over here where there are some cars. So we can see there's a car parked there. Let's see if it does give me an option. I have a feeling it will. Oh no, it doesn't. Park assist is degraded, possibly because of the lens in the back. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna go clean that very quickly and come back in. All right, so I'm back. I cleaned the lens, so you can see it's now clear. Let's see if it works now. I probably need to do also a little bit of the for the windshield here. No, nothing. Hey, let's give it another shot here in the next turn. Let's see over here. No, that's weird, eh? Like Auto Park worked really well for me last time when there was a lot of snow. Now it's even less snow, but it's not working. So that's interesting. Okay. Even though I cleaned the lens in the back. Let's see if it comes up. No, nothing. Okay, folks. So yeah, it seems like it's not really working. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it just needs a little bit more cleaning of the lenses and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work, which is interesting for me. Okay, so let's go to our last destination here. All right, let's see if it navigates us out from here. It should technically take this left and go out, even though, yeah, it's routed properly. That's good. Okay, so pay attention. Again, it's picking the left turning lane over here. You can see the curb here because you can barely just see a break in the snow. Whoa, and that's a very squeaky brake. But yeah, this is a very interesting test. Let's see how it does on the two roundabouts that we're gonna come across here. They're very small roundabouts, but they're two-lane roundabouts. So let's see if they're covered enough with snow that it does actually notice it's a roundabout or not. It'll be interesting to see that. So yeah, so the referral program is still on. So if you want to use my link, please go ahead and use my link. I'll really appreciate it. Or if you know someone who's buying a Tesla, please tell them to help support me. I'd be very grateful for that. Nice. So yeah, on that turn, I can feel the traction control kicking in and kind of controlling the vehicle on that turn. Guys, FSD with snow is a complete game changer. This is this is incredible. Like version 12, I used to worry every turn if I'm gonna be sliding or not or all that stuff. Version 13, they've added that, as they said in Tesla's tweet. I think even Ashok tweeted about the friction and how it counters the friction so that it provides the most comfortable drive. That's insane. Like the way they've programmed this thing is incredible. It's a complete game changer, guys. I'm really looking forward to see how Hardware 3 cars um, are going to accommodate to these conditions as well, because they're coming up with a new update for version 12.6 that is coming up for Hardware 3 cars. Here's the roundabout. It's pretty empty and it's still detecting it. It detects all the limits. It's still a complete whiteout, so but it's doing well. Here we go. Very nicely done. So yeah, folks, just to wrap up here, we'll come up to our last roundabout here, and I'll probably end this video. Hope you folks like this video. Please hit like and please subscribe to my channel. It'll help me a lot. We've seen a few disengagements, but overall, it's a complete rewrite of FSD in snow conditions. There's definitely a huge difference between version 12 and version 13. Um, yeah, the whole comfort and confidence in snow conditions completely different. We still see a little bit of getting close to the curb, but not as much as it used to be before. I will be testing in more serious conditions, but mind you guys, like nobody really drives when it gets more serious than this. People just avoid going out in their cars and they just stay at home to stay safe. So I don't know. It's kind of like a on and off discussion. Like I don't know if it's actually like something that in reality, but when you have robo taxis available in very harsh conditions, that's when probably people will go and trust them and use them to drive, because they don't want to deal with that situation because the liability is not on them. So this is kind of my train of thought. Like I think this is gonna people still use these vehicles in these conditions. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about that? Do people still would probably go and use robo taxis in these conditions, or will they just avoid it? Um, it'll be interesting to see what kind of trust like levels we're gonna see from folks, and how much they're going to take on robo taxi and incorporate it in their daily lives. Anyways, folks, I'm just rambling now, so hope I'll see you guys in another video, and yeah, stay tuned for more testing FSD and snow, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.